Hey drummers, it's Rob Litton here from drumsandword.com and welcome to this full video song lesson. This song was requested over on my Facebook page, so if you want to make your own song suggestions, then please go over there to do so. You'll find a link to my Facebook page beneath this video. The song is Feels Like Heaven by Fiction Factory, drummed by Mike Ogletree. The tempo is 118 BPM. This is a lovely song, this. I forgot how great this song is. It was recommended by several of my followers. Yeah, it's a classic. It doesn't get as much recognition as I think it should. It's a really beautiful song. Anyway, the drum part's really cool as well. And I've written here for the first line, note, Mike accents the downbeat of beat one ever so slightly with the hi-hat throughout the song. So what I mean by that is, if we take a look at the first bar, our main sort of drum beat that gets played throughout most of the song, with some variations of course, is this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, and that bass drum is on 1 and 2 and. It's following the dun 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 dun. It's following the melody, the bass and snare there. And what I meant by that note is that what Mike does is he ever so slightly accents the hi-hat on beat one by hitting it a little bit harder and a tiny little opening. It's very subtle on beat one, and it's very hard to replicate on an electric hi-hat. It's much easier to replicate on an acoustic hi-hat, obviously, but these aren't as sensitive. So it sounds something like this. And what I'm doing there is I'm opening the hi-hat for beat one and then closing it in between the hi-hats on the E of beat one, in between one and the and. So basically closing it in between where the right hand is striking. Very similar idea to Roger Taylor of Queen with his signature. Although I can never replicate exactly on these electric kits. But that's roughly what Mike is doing. He's also sort of accenting it a little bit more. It could also be, sometimes it does turn into this in fact, where he's opening it for the full eighth note. He's opening it on beat one and closing on the and. 1, 2 and 3. But it's not an obvious thing. He doesn't make it a big open hi-hat. It's more subtle. So if you want to replicate the exact way that Mike plays it, then you can do that hi-hat thing there at the beginning on beat one. Don't worry about it too much though, it's not important for the song at all. And in fact, later on in this lesson, I'll be showing you a section where he does prominently play the open hi-hat on beat 1, and then we can talk about how to simplify it and take things out if you find it a little bit too complicated.